familiar, the last time that I did one of these, I was writing a short story. Now I'm trying to get into an anthology. The limit was 10,000 words, and when I finished the first draft, I was 4,000 words over. Now, I did have a couple extra scenes and a little bit of background information that didn't necessarily do anything for the plot here. It did add another element to the story. It was kind of a secondary plot. So I did have to manipulate a little bit. So by draft 3, I did end up getting it under 10,000 words. So that one I am putting on the back burner for a little bit, giving myself a little bit of space. I tore my soul out removing words from that document, and it emotionally scarred me. I am a chronic underwriter, and therefore when I go back in my normal edits, I actually end up adding words. And so this one, having to delete words, was heartbreaking. It was so hard. I never want to do it again, but at the same time, I know I'm going to have to in the future. But that one I am going to put a little bit off to the side, give myself a break from it, and kind of when I go back to edit it, I will have some fresh eyes, which means this one I get to focus on my big book 2 in the Smoke and Shadows series. I just released the title for some of my followers, and now I will release it to you, The Wings of Shattered Fire. I am so excited for this second installment, and I think you guys are really going to like this. So I am going to jump right in this week. I am working really hard. I think I'm at 151,000 words for this document. Just a reference, my first book was 210,000 words. And yes, that is a very large document. It is an epic fantasy. That is the purpose. It is going to be big, and I am going to hopefully get this first draft of the book done around 210, I believe. I think that's within range right now, is to get that one done in about 210, and by the time I'm done editing, I'm guessing it'll be about 215, maybe 220. So I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and hop in. Which is not great, but at the same time I did start a new chapter, and so that's actually decent. It's been a minute since I've worked on this bigger project because I was working on that short story, kind of cutting it down, and now that that one's done and I have it out for edits, I am just kind of like trying to get back into the flow of this other document, this one that I've been working on for a very long time, and an embarrassingly long time, but I'm really excited about it. And I was able to kind of get this chapter started. It's interesting coming back. I'm one of those writers who I literally have to write things in order, not just chronologically, like timeline wise, but how I want the chapters to end up. And therefore, when I started this book, I knew there were going to be 2 different paths. We're going to follow, 2 characters this way, we're going to follow characters this way. And I have to, as these 2 storylines kind of diverge, we have to go back and forth between them. I cannot for the life of me just write one all the way through. I have to things are going to happen chronologically in the book. And so I have to, if that means that these people get this chunk of time and these people only get this little bit of chunk, and going back and forth, it means that I have to switch back and forth. And so this one I'm starting after writing for probably 10 to 12,000 words on one storyline. I have to go to this other one. And so now I'm having to not only go back timeline wise to make sure that I, cover everything that just happened in this one, I also took some breaks in between writing to do this short story, and so it's been even longer since I've done this other one, and so I'm just like, I'm a little bit disoriented. I know what's happening, but I have to make sure that the little details are right. And so that's been a little bit of a struggle. I've had to go back and reread and make sure that I have little tidbits right and make sure that, you know, I haven't changed anything since then. The other thing with this one is that I don't have to write short. So I don't have a word limit. I mean, I'm shooting for a certain target to finish the story and everything. If it goes longer, then great, it goes longer. But as a chronic underwriter, I feel like that short story really challenged me, because even as an underwriter, I still went over my word count. But with this one, I don't have to worry about that. And so I can just essentially just keep writing and writing, and I've like, my chapters are so long, and so it's a lot more fun actually to get back into this project, because I don't have to censor myself. I don't have to sit and stare at a sentence and be like, okay, this is too long, where are the unnecessary words that I need to cut? It's, you know, I can make things flow a little bit better and get a little bit more descriptive and just kind of have a little bit of fun with it. And so it's definitely more entertaining to come back into this story after having to write so small and so short for the other one. And so I'm really looking forward to continuing that one today and see kind of where we can go. Surprise giveaway time. If you follow the link below to my newsletter, you can sign up and get a free copy of the prequel to my Smoke and Shadows series called The Bones of Crystal Sand. If you like fantasy romance, that book is perfect for you. Now, the fun part is, if you subscribe to this channel and leave a comment below with your favorite fictional stabby weapon, I am giving away 2 passion planners, daily passion planners. And these are the planners that I use pretty much every day to not only track my reading, but also track my life and my writing and pretty much everything in between. It helps keep my mind together, really. And so if you guys want a chance to win these 2 passion planners, make sure you are subscribed to this channel and drop a comment below with your favorite fictional stabby weapon. This giveaway will end on April 30th, 2023.